We are talking about you today. Yes, we are talking about self-care. It's the holidays, and the holidays mean a lot of different things to different people. Sometimes it's a sad time, but sometimes it's a glorious time, but a lot of times it's a hectic time. Well, that sometimes makes it really hard for us to focus, to be present, to know what we need for ourselves. So we've put together a little cheat sheet for you guys, and we're calling it Self-Care Bingo, right? We'd love if you could finish a line horizontally, down, across, or just fill one out in every line, right? So I was in Mexico once, and we went to the VA and we were playing bingo, and they had all these games I didn't even know about. So it was really interesting, all the uses that you can use these little squares for to create different patterns. So I encourage you to create the pattern that works for you. Is it a line? Is it horizontal? Is it random? But the point is to use the information in those boxes. So this way then you can get ideas on how to self-care. Look, we'd all love to go away on a $100,000 vacation to the Turks and Caicos, right? Or maybe some of us. Maybe we want to go skiing, maybe we got snow skiing, snowboarding. There's lots of wonderful opportunities out there. But what we can do today does not have to cost a lot of money. You can get in a tub. You can get up 15 minutes earlier and enjoy a cup of coffee or read from a spiritual book or a self-help book, or sit in gratitude for a moment. There's so many ways for you to have self-care. Now, there's some fun things we have on there, and maybe they're little challenges. Listen to a podcast. Heck, go to our podcasts on this YouTube channel, and you can find a whole bunch of them with really interesting hosts that are out there. Or click in something that you've always wanted to learn about. Use it as a learning opportunity. I also love it that you can just smile at somebody else. When I was in New York City, there used to be a man in my corporate office, and he had this little office around the corner from me. He was very stoic. Always walked around very stoic. And I know that my challenge was to get him to smile one day. And so, yeah, every time I saw him, I was like, "Hi, John. Hi, John. Hi, John." For a month. Finally, I remember John looked at me and he's like, "Hello." I thought, wow, I just won the biggest award because I connected with another human being. So really, giving of yourself can also be a gift to yourself. Remember that, right? So we do have this self-care bingo that you can download, and just look at some of those things and maybe share with us on how you are choosing to give yourself self-care, right? I love a bathtub. Get me in a tub makes me happy. Let me walk around, because I don't live where there's snow anymore. So I get to enjoy nature more in those January, February months. Sometimes I'll drive to the snow because I still love it. Look at what you have around you and just try and look at it from a different point of view. Now, one of the greatest things you can do that's really self-care, that changes your brains, is gratitude. Like, live in gratitude today. Just spend one day, one moment, and say, what am I grateful for today? How am I going to be grateful today? Or what was I grateful for? Could be catching green lights, could be catching red lights. So it makes you take a breath, right? We have a gratitude journal. We'd love if you ordered it from us. But if you didn't want to, and you just wanted a sheet of paper and say, what am I grateful for? Or you put it on your phone in notes, what am I grateful for today? Do it. It's about what you can do for yourself. Hopefully, I'm just here as a motivator. So this way we can help you on your path, and whatever falls in your way, and you can say that the universe is working in my favor, right? I like to say it doesn't always give you what you want, but it gives you what you need. And that's just a shift of perspective. So know that giving yourself self-care during this hectic season, and then taking a breath for 2025 and all the changes that the new year will bring us, is also loving yourself and taking care of yourself. You have to be present. I recently had this little medical thing happen, and the doctor's like, you need to be less stressed. I'm like, me? I am not stressed. I always do self-care. This is fine. I'm awesome. Well, yeah, I wasn't. I wasn't awesome. And you know what? I had to sit back and say, what is causing me stress? Okay, maybe I had too many things on my calendar. It is something that makes me happy, that fills my bucket. But having 8 things on the calendar is probably not the most sustainable thing to do in a day, right? Okay, so I've compromised. I'm going to do 4 things a day. I'm going to keep to it. So this way I know that I can eat a nutritious meal, that I can talk to a friend, that I can make human connection, because that's what's really important to me. So those things are available to you. Be present. Know that you're worthy of those, and know that this self-care component isn't something that we just want you to do during the hectic times of the year. We really want you to get into the practice of doing self-care, right? And that could go in so many ways. Do you need a massage? Do you need a Reiki session, right? Is there something to heal? Come, do Reiki with me. We'll just add in a red light therapy session, which is awesome for inflammation and affecting your humanness. So not only will the energy of Reiki affect you, but also the wavelength patterns of red light will help you. Know that that's something I'll just give to whoever books an appointment in December and January. I'm just going to throw in a 20-minute red light therapy session, okay? Because I want you to be better. I want you to know and feel as good as you possibly can. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. Put some notes below, send some comments, be as kind as possible. It's really interesting because I have decided that I'm going to change some of my personal email. What do they call those signatures at the end? Right. And it's going to say, if you can be anything in the world, be kind. Because that is the most important thing. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to your neighbor. Be kind to a stranger. That also feeds you. Because if you're angry, that other person doesn't know, right? It affects you. Be kind to yourself. Know that self-care comes in so many different ways, and know that it is available to you just today, just at any moment. If you need any ideas, ask us, right? Or if you have some great ideas, share them below. This is a community. This community is for all of us to know and love and learn. All right, you guys. So know that we're here, and remember that you're loved, and have a rock and roll day. Okay. Bye, guys.